paralyzed girl was alone outside her house when she suddenly heard a loud knocking. Unable to resist her curiosity, she tried to peek through a crack in the door. Unbeknownst to her, two zombies were waiting for her, drooling. In a split second, Duan-Fei suddenly appeared behind the zombies, slashing dozens of times in the direction of his sister. The next second, his blood-stained hand pressed against the door. His sister felt a chill run down her spine and frantically tried to push the door open to grab his fingers. Xinu, wait, it's me. Duan-Fei, preoccupied with his sister's feelings, had forgotten he was being chased by a horde of zombies. Looking at the fitness instructor behind him, Duan-Fei coldly snorted, Xinu, close the door. No matter what you hear, don't open it. Pushing the door open, Duan-Fei glared menacingly at the zombie instructor. That's it. I won't let you take another step. The zombie instructor shouted, get a membership. 3 times, his foot about to land, when Duan-Fei transformed into a streak of light, severing his left leg. His sister was his Achilles heel. To touch her meant certain death. The advantage of Duan-Fei's previously enhanced 2G speed and level 3 strength became apparent. A single throw from him instantly killed the troublesome hunting dog zombie from Jingjiang. And compared to his level 2 strength, Duan-Fei's sudden stomp attack was more than 3 times stronger than the zombie coach's. Pulling the dagger from the hunting dog's body and calculating the intensity of the zombie coach's charge, Duan-Fei decided to test it himself. Just how powerful would level 3 strength and 2G speed be in a direct confrontation? In the blink of an eye, Duan-Fei had already plunged the dagger into the zombie coach's chest. The same attack compared to the last this time tore the zombie coach to pieces, killing it completely. The system notified him that he had killed 4 zombies and gained 4 purification points, but Duan-Fei remained silent. He had finally managed to protect his sister from the zombies. This could be considered making up for the cowardice he had committed in his childhood. Duan-Fei knew exactly what was going to happen next. Soon, the zombies will enter an evolutionary frenzy, at which point all zombies will undergo a qualitative change. Right now, Duan-Fei urgently needs evolution points. He will then fight his way down from the 8th floor alone, as his current abilities are far from sufficient. The fragments of information he obtained earlier told him that the evolution tree could grant him more than just enhanced abilities in 4 dimensions. It's that simple. The knowledge from his past life is Duan-Fei's trump card. Duan-Fei firmly believes that this knowledge is enough to change the entire course of history. Before, humanity was driven to despair by zombies. Now, Duan-Fei is determined to turn the tide. After Duan-Fei has dealt with all the zombies in this building, the sun is about to set. He washes away all the blood and uses the 8 purification points he gained today to raise his agility to level 3 and his detection to level 2. Because the outside world is bound to be even more dangerous. The points naturally need to be allocated to useful attributes. Duan-Fei goes to the balcony. Xingyue, no matter what happens, I will protect you. Looking at his worried sister, Duan-Fei smiles warmly. Don't you trust your brother? Maybe your brother has a way to help you stand up again. Xingyue's expression suddenly turned somber. Brother, don't try to comfort me. There's no cure for me. But Duan-Fei, possessing memories of his past life, clearly remembered that tonight would be humanity's fight against the zombies. There was a turning point, also the beginning of the zombie evolution frenzy. Tonight, the original species would descend from the sky, emitting a special energy that would cause zombies to mutate and forcibly awaken superpowers in humans who consumed zombie genes. A few would naturally awaken superpowers by absorbing the energy. In the future, by fully utilizing genes in humans, there was a possibility of turning the tide. But the next second, the previously dark and gloomy, the city was instantly engulfed in flames. A meteorite, as if destined, hurtled towards Duan-Fei's neighborhood. The violent explosion caused the temperature to return before dark. In just 2 days, the world has completely descended into hell. Adding to that the meteorite attack last night, it's no wonder the city is so dilapidated, and there are so many zombies during the day. There are noticeably fewer. However, many were naturally drawn there by the crowd. Reaching 16 kilometers away at Duanfei's 3G speed was incredibly easy. In the deep crater created by the humanoid creature, Yuan Li, seemingly solidified, stood, surrounded by a significantly larger number of zombies. The throwing knife I just picked up from the shop came in handy. With a whoosh, it swept past a zombie's head. Enhanced by the power, the knife shot out rapidly and fiercely. The system notification congratulated me on the kill. I gained 4 evolution points upon the initial loss of the 4th stage. Duanfei had been observing the crater for a long time. Even with his level 3 agility, covering the 500-meter distance would only take him 2 seconds. However, he didn't rush in. After all, the information he had was too limited. Duanfei had climbed an abandoned high-rise building, and through his binoculars, he could see the irregular crystal emanating primal force in the center of the crater. This was the original species. And nearby was a beautiful female zombie. An hour had passed, and he still hadn't gotten close to the original. Could it be that she wasn't interested? Or was she a low-level zombie? It was already afternoon. If they waited until night, the zombies would become more active, making things even more troublesome. Duanfei immediately decided to quickly grab the original species and retreat. In the next instant, he unleashed his full power, his agility blasting towards the center of the crater. The zombies and humans caught in the blast seemed to freeze in place. Then, Duanfei leaped into the air, drew his machete, and slashed at the remaining beautiful female zombie in the crater. However, the instant the blade touched the female zombie, the steel blade shattered without warning. The seemingly simple-minded female zombie suddenly sprouted 2 tentacles, and her arms were covered in eerie, scarlet runes. She turned to Duanfei and asked, "Welcome, sir. Would you like to dine in or take away?"